Welcome back. Fast 5 Minutes presented by Parts Galore. The fastest 5 minutes of the show. Intense, hard-hitting topics. First one up, Matthew. This is good stuff. Matthew Stafford.
Really good stuff. Except for
Yes.
number 5 isn't always the most hard-hitting. We like to have fun with you in number 5.
We'll get to number 5 in a little bit. Nothing about my barbecuing attire. Number 1, Matthew Stafford. Always such a topic. We talk about it here. Earlier this week, ranked 13th in a poll of execs and coaches around the NFL, put in the second tier of quarterbacks. Dave, what does he have to do to maybe jump up to that first tier, and did you think the ranking was right?
I thought the ranking was right on. I think it's all about consistency from here on forward for him. Consistency, decision-making, cutting back on the turnovers. That's where he's really, taken a step back the last couple of years. Since he led the Lions to the playoffs in 2011 when he threw for 5,000 yards, he has all the arm talent. He has all the talent, frankly, in the world. And he has a good supporting cast this year. I just think he needs to be more consistent with his decisions.
Well, winning would help, and beating teams who are above 500, only 2 wins in his career against that would also serve some type of purpose for Matt Stafford. I agree with you. I think it's about right. You could make an argument that maybe he should be above 1 or 2 other guys, but he's a second-tier quarterback right now. We compare everybody to the best in the business. Everybody wants to compare Pistons or other free agents to LeBron James. Everybody in football at the quarterback position is compared to the top-tier guys in Manning, Brady, Breeze, and Rodgers. He's not there just yet. Can he get there? We'll have to soon find out.
Winning changes a lot. He has not done it in the playoffs yet.
Right.
That would put a guy in the top tier and ultimately get you in that conversation.
Talented enough to get there, but you're right. He's not on the Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Drew Brees type level yet.
He will be. I think he will
You
be.
do?
Yeah. Truly believe so. Topic number 2. Kind of a serious one, but a problem the Lions have faced with maybe issues off the field. Josh Gordon in Cleveland, arrested again.
Idiot.
You're the Browns, Matt. What do you do with him?
Bye. See you. Look, this is the same situation. Did you see what some of these guys are tweeting out? This isn't about football anymore. It's about his life. Where did we hear that before? Titus Young.
Yep.
It was a year ago, Dave, where you're fielding Twitter questions and you're fielding email questions, and so was I on the radio, about the Lions should go get a guy like Josh Gordon. He's a bad apple. I don't want anything to do with him. I don't care if he can catch footballs on the football field. Fans can say that all they want because they don't have to deal with them on a day-to-day basis and deal with them in the film room. I want nothing to do.
No, you're right about that. Last year, trade deadline, everybody wanted the Lions to go out and get Josh Gordon because he was that missing piece, the guy that they needed. Imagine if they went and got him, what the discussion would be like now after another arrest.
Jim Caldwell era starting again. Yeah,
Josh Gordon facing a year-long suspension already before his latest incident. He's got 4 traffic tickets, at least 3 failed drug tests. The Browns need to get rid of him. They're not going to do it till after the season.
When's he going to get it? You face a year-long suspension and you're still doing
it.
Stuff. It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
Stay here. Our next topic is about free agency. We mentioned it. Greg Monroe's a name in the free agent world. He's a restricted guy. The Pistons own his rights, can match any contract. But the question I pose to you as we get...
This is called a prop.
A prop.
You had a little one right here.
I know.
That's for you.
All right.
This is where the big boys play with.
Oh, wow.
Will Greg Monroe be a Piston next season, Dave?
He will. Greg Monroe will still be a Piston next season because they can match any contract that he has, and I think that's why he's going to be a Piston. Look, he's going to get an offer somewhere. I think right now the NBA landscape, we're just waiting for LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Carmelo Anthony, those pieces to fall into place. Once that happens, Greg Monroe's going to get an offer. If LA misses out on Carmelo and some of those other guys, somebody's going to make him an offer. The Pistons, they haven't done anything in free agency already, at least nothing of note.
You know, like Jody Meeks?
Right, Jody Meeks. So they can't afford to lose Greg Monroe, even though he's not a dominant type player, even if it means paying him
I don't think Dave likes Cartier Martin. I don't know where you are. You've missed out, apparently, my friend. No, I'm just kidding. Look, I think Greg Monroe is going to wear Piston red, white, and blue, too. I think Stan Van Gundy likes him a lot. I think Stan Van Gundy realizes that top 3 mix of Drummond, Monroe, and Smith doesn't work when they start together. He'll find a way to solve the problem.
Is it a sign and trade possibility, though?
Sure,
Would
there's
you
a
do
sign
that?
and trade possibility.
Depends what you're getting back in return. Look, the
Nicholas
Pistons
Batum would take him from Portland, wouldn't
Yeah.
you? Absolutely, you take.
and they're still a year or 2 away. If you get some draft picks in a deal like that, too, I think you got to consider
They
it.
went out and grabbed Chris Kaman out for him, so I don't know if that's a possibility still, but it's certainly something I think...
He's a Chippewa brother, but he's not Greg Monroe.
That's true. The World Cup, something that you will both discuss later in the show. The overtime has been funky, and it's been a big topic of debate. Soccer people love it because it is their sport, but 2 15-minute overtimes, then penalty kicks if it's not settled by then. Should it be sudden death, golden goal, Dave? Is that the way it should go?
I say yes, and here's why. Because you never know how long one of these overtime is going to take in soccer. I mean, we're playing 1-0 games, 2-1 games. Look, goals take forever in soccer. figure it out with the shootout. That's fine. With penalty kicks, I got no problem with it. I think you see some. Look, I know it's not soccer in the pure sense of the word, but a lot of times, anyways, you're getting to 11 on 10 at the end of these matches. Look, I have no problem with penalty kicks. I'm not a big World Cup guy. I'm not a huge soccer guy, but I understand why they do it. Otherwise, you're looking at.
You love soccer.
I really don't, but shouldn't you push it back a little bit? Those penalty kicks. Wow. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like it's easy, but shouldn't they move it back at least? And who cares if you don't know when the game's going to end? We don't know when the game's going to end in overtime in hockey either, Dave.
But I'll tell you what.
We don't know when the baseball game's going to end in extra innings.
You don't. Great drama though yesterday. Did you watch the Netherlands game yesterday?
I was close to, but then I realized I had to replace my toilet.
It was.
Oh, wow.
That was exciting.
Right? When you make saves like that, when you put them on an island like that.
At the end of the game to put a new guy in with fresh legs.
Holy cow. How did they survive?
They won.
Oh, man. That's
they
a
won
gutsy move by the Netherlands.
I think there can be some drama there, too.
All right, as we continue with Get Off Your Lawn guys over here.
Wait a minute. I love Clint Eastwood,
Go ahead.
but I don't have a shotgun at any.
Why don't you read topic number 5 that we came up with?
Fireworks, are they overrated?
Jeez.
I love fireworks.
Statler and Waldorf over here.
I go to the Pine Lake Country Club fireworks every single year with our friends the Dixons. However, 3 days in a row, 3 hours at a time,
right?
At some point, can we say enough is enough? It's almost like the Woodward Dream Cruise. It's not 1 week. It happens for a month.
That's sacrilegious. You can't say that.
I'm just telling you, man. Fireworks are great. Don't get me wrong, but they've started a week before the 4th of July and they continue a week after. Let's put a moratorium on how long it can last.
You have never invited me to those fireworks with your buddies, but I'm with you on this one. Look, I like fireworks. I love taking the kids to the fireworks. You know, it's nice for them to see it when you're young. I think you get into it. Even the little sparklers, right? My daughter likes the sparklers when she's done with that with our neighbors across
They
the
had
street.
sparklers at our wedding
doing
at the
that.
end when we walked out of the
Let's
chapel.
get a copy of Dave doing this.
But when we're coming home last night, driving home from my mom's, and it's 10 o'clock at night, and we got to wait because there's people in the middle of the street lighting off fireworks for them to clean up that pile, I think enough is enough of fireworks at this time of year.
You had your
Stick with
fun.
barbecuing.
Hey, all you kids in Berkeley and Beverly Hills, this is the house to go to. You want to have fireworks
Easy.
every single night? Go over to the Galleys
I'll be
backyard,
there, baby. Let's party. Fireworks all weekend. They have their party on the 4th. Other people have it. Maybe they had to work. I get what you're saying.
I like it on the 4th, though. I like it on the
So
4th.
do I love it. Even the 3rd, I got no issue with it.
That guy burned his house down. Did you see that?
I didn't.
Yeah, no good.